Neil Carlson here at Fort Abraham Lincoln State Park, south of MANDAN, North Dakota. We'll take a look at one of the most talked about events in American history, Custer's last stand, and his ties to North Dakota. Custer achieved the rank of Major General after the Civil War and was in the room when Generals Lee and Grant signed the terms of surrender at Appomattox. The flamboyant Custer achieved both controversy and fame with his aggressive leadership during the Civil War, and in 1873 was assigned as leader of the 7th Cavalry here at Fort Lincoln, south of present-day Bismarck, North Dakota, with some 700 troops at his command. This is an exact replica of his extravagant home for the times at Fort Lincoln. The original home was dismantled for the building materials by locals following his death. Custer lived here with his wife Libby and servants. Servants were paid $20 a month, while his troops were paid $11 a month. And Custer and his wife Libby, who came from a wealthy family in Michigan, lived and ate well, with all the finer foods shipped in from Chicago. Custer would spend 2.5 years here, assigned to protect workers building the railroad west. Custer and his wife Libby's bedroom was on the main floor. Bedrooms for servants and a never-ending stream of guests were on the second floor. During his time in the Dakotas, he hunted buffalo and grizzly bear. He was the owner of dozens of hound dogs. But in May of 1876, 70 years after Lewis and Clark made their return trip from the West Coast, on the Missouri River here along Fort Lincoln, at the age of 36, Custer began his march with some 700 troops to the Little Bighorn River near present-day Hardin, Montana. On June 25th of 1876, his troops split up. Custer and some 260 of his troops would die here on the battlefield. They were met by estimates of 5,000 to 10,000, mostly Lakota and Cheyenne Indians. Among those troops who died were a large part of Custer's family.
Custer family itself took a pretty big hit that day. Obviously, Custer himself. One of his younger brothers is also in the 7th Cavalry, Thomas Custer. And then another younger brother, Boston Custer, who is not actually in the military. He's actually serving as a civilian scout or guide. Besides brothers, though, the Custer family he'll lose his brother-in-law, James Calhoun, who was married to Custer's sister, and Custer's 18-year-old nephew, Audie Reed.
It was news that rocked the world at that time. Accounts of the battle say Custer's body was not mutilated. He had been shot in the chest and temple. But all of it led to the beginning of the end for Native Americans' life on the plains, as thousands of troops pushed Native Americans onto reservations, and dozens of books provide a varying account of Custer's last stand and his days in North Dakota. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.